Have you ever heard of Duck-U?
Duck-U? No.
Duck-U.
No, I have not.
No.
Duck-U?
Yeah.
No idea. Some sort of comedy thing? Comedy troupe?
Duck-U is a completely student-run television program. It goes on once a week. We have deadlines. We produce our own content. We manage ourselves. From the creative process all the way through post-production, we're the ones that handle all of it.
Students have the freedom to put pretty much whatever they want on the air. They can produce hilarious segments. They can make humor. They can make drama. They can make hard news, and they get to put it out there on the air where the public can see it.
The decisions that are made by the students. They produce it, they write it, they shoot it, they edit it, they put it together. It's their show. What was happening was I was teaching J330, which teaches both field and studio production. And at the end of J330, which is the introductory class, everyone knew enough of how to shoot, how to edit, how to mic, how to tell a story. And they also knew how to run a studio. So I kept saying to students, look, if you guys want to put on a show, let me know and we'll see if we can't find you some time. But you guys know how to do this. It started off with two young women, Jessica Cahoon and Emily Scriven. And the two of them spent a summer casting, designing, coming up with different episodes that could be in the show. And that fall held auditions and started the show. And it lasted.
Not many people know of it outside of the J School and people involved in it, which is a problem, but that's why we got an advertising team now and hopefully maybe get the gears rolling, but it's definitely become more popular since I worked here.
No one watches Duck-U except maybe half the people that are on it and a couple of our friends. But we still do it. Like, the fact that we sit here and we can watch it and knowing I did that, the fact that it's an actual television program. I mean, who can say that, that's going to college here? I produce a television program that airs once a week on 3 different channels now, plus online.
Duck-U is usually taken for 1 credit, and it is incredibly time-consuming, and that is primarily because the students like it enough that they want to make it time-consuming.
I would say after 2 terms as host, the hardest thing I have is just coming up with new creative stuff that I really feel deserves to be on the air. So writing new scripts, finding new things to say, it gets tough after a while.
Probably the hardest part of any video production is, believe it or not, learning to get along with one another. Teamwork is an absolute requirement of video production, and the ability to negotiate with one another to actually get everyone to do what they're supposed to do. No one's getting paid here, so this is one of those things that people are doing for the love of it.
It tends to attract the people who are just passionate about what they're doing. They want to get their stuff on air. They want to get writing practice. They want to act. They want to film. It really is a labor of love.
It's a really, really cool feeling, very rewarding to know that I was sitting, saying take VO, cue anchor for all of it, and kind of the guns behind the production of it. It's a very rewarding feeling.
There's no film school writing, and this gets a lot of people doing that. So maybe more Duck-Uers out there in the future doing what they actually love.
Duck-U has about 60 plus people right now, which is really quite amazing. I think it only had about 30 when it first started. It's pretty insane to imagine how much it's grown in the past 2 years. It's a lot more professional, it feels like. The quality of the work has gone up exponentially. We hold it to a lot higher standards than we used to.
What I've learned will definitely help me in the future because it'll definitely prep me up for the real world. The real world being in the filmmaking business. If I didn't have Duck-U as a training, I would have had to learn the basics after I graduate.
The film techniques that the Duck-U veterans taught me when I was first starting out have really helped me in my videography.
It's just helped me be more comfortable with the equipment and Final Cut and working with group members to get everything done on time and making sure our voiceovers are done and we have all the equipment we need. It's a good exercise to do something fun that doesn't necessarily count, but you're doing it because you love it.
I think that Duck-U is fairly close to real-world experience because it really does come down to your ability to talk to other people, to get along well, to pull your share of the load. So to manage to convince people to spend 3 to 4 hours a week acting or shooting or being the person who handles lights or setting up the stage or writing the scripts or editing them is really a remarkable achievement. So I think that it, in a very real sense, prepares people for a real world.
Before Duck-U, I always knew kind of the general direction I was heading. Now, I know whatever I do, it's going to be around the technology. Duck-U really made me realize I want to work in television. Whether that be the news or entertainment sector, I don't know, but the average adult has 8 careers, so why can't I bounce around both?
Working with Duck-U students is incredibly satisfying. Consistently, the students make me laugh. I like the way that the students push the envelope and are always trying to go where no man has gone before.